Ну что ж, всем привет! И сегодня я наконец-то в Honkai. Буду я проходить, как я и говорил, вот этот ивент. Я как говорил, я его хотел записать, когда он выходил уже, ну... Так что не получилось записать, потому что были, ну, не проблемы, а другие игры я играл. Я их говорил, ну, когда я там, ну, в среду я выложил это видео. Я там все говорил, куда я пропал и так далее, типа. Так что вот этот ивент я, в принципе, хочу пройти, именно записать. Чё бы нет. Так что приступим его проходить. А сюжетку я, скорее всего, в субботу буду записывать и стримить. Почему ивент ну, не стримлю? Ну, в принципе, ладно, пофиг, в принципе. Стримить я не буду этот ивент. Я не знаю, сколько он будет длиться, потому что... Не знаю, короче. Скорее всего, не такой долгий. Хотя, как сказал, я не знаю. Так что давайте будем проходить его. Так.
Ron May, a name that's both new and familiar.
I thought Member 4, Pokakakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. You're back! Of course! This is a summit between three geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests. Madame Ron May doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well. I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ron May likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue.
Of course! Go find her yourself. She borrowed the phase flame to do some research as soon as she got here. Haven't seen it.
Miss Ron May is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life helix system. Ron May is certainly very talented. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herta's research partner,
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master...
There's someone next to the railway platform. And could she... I had a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood, such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. Yes, I'm happy to meet you too. We've met before in the simulator. I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms. Come here. Look, the blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweet... I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. Huh? What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained. You'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now.
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want is...
You have quite the appetite. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with you. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated, I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill... Yes. Problems wrought. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as I don't know where it went wrong. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, this has nothing to do with them. Besides, the more people... I do trust you. The researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer... I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them.
Are there other matters?
People who buy that think smart water raises their IQ. Welcome to her space station.
What? A place where the space station stores. Dane, why would anyone want to know that? Wait, I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any...
You're so cute! Can I get an autograph? So, I really can't say.
Autograph? What are you on about? You're freaking... I won't talk to you if you don't tell me what... Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station, if you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone.
There are so many people. This seems to be the place.
Good.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that it says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first. We need to add some other good stuff in. And now we mix them together. Wait, it says... Yikes. Take a look at what you just...
Molten cheese tart is the best. It's out. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude. And 2. Energize yourself. Increase your capacity for action.
Our creed, molten cheese tart is the best. Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madam... Oh, let me tell you something. Mr. Screwthum's followers are all very... Since you're so interested, you need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron May has been, if you're sincere.
So this is the little life form Ron May made?
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses. That was way too risky.
Molten Cheese Tot says... Molten Cheese Tot says, does Madam... Molten Cheese Tot says, Madame Ronmay still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world you are... Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tot? You should at least...
You heartless dessert. I almost forgot. Like
You! Shh! Oh, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart may have a crispy It's working so hard just to get Madame Ronmay's... You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against Grey Bean Paste in terms of... They both hope to receive Madame Ronmay's recognition. Of course! It's not like we have any... all the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by us. This is called... it's genuinely puzzling. Despite Molten Cheese... Love from the creator to her creation? Familiar love? I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to remember as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And that depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese...
Зачепили.
You're here. Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't now. I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side and help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with... All right, let's go.
Hi, Ronmay! I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, sir. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since three geniuses were in the same room together?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he...
Question. Are we introducing a fifth partner for this?
Yes, a fifth genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt no one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. Will
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83. Herda?
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for probability. Member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may...
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circuit. What about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ronmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask him to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's...
Of course! You brought him in after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
This fragment of Ronmei.
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense.
It's probably an isolated...
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes...
I probably will. Records indicate he...
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research.
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might... There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, the retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars. Or to welcome... And now my headache is stored there. There's much you don't know about the space station, and even more... But there is some information I can give you. That place is also used to welcome non-humanoid visitors. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and stay vigilant, assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform.
И куда мы отправляемся?
What would a sealed zone look like?
Добро, блядь, пожаловать в хоррор, нахуй. Что тут есть? Методы.
Buzz.
What's up with this unit?
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz, high risk zone. Buzz, service staff. In permission status. Madam Ron May. Permissions granted. Class 1, clearance zone. Buzz, many esteemed guests. Buzz, made storage for Madam Herta's dangerous cure. Madam Ron May's cultivated life form. Welcome. Buzz, visitor. How? Basement 1, transit hub. Basement 2, shuttle. Incubator corridor. Danger. But welcome. Visitor.
Что было?
Madam Ron May. Alien species. Buzz.
Инопланетный вид.
That is all.
Инопланетный вид. Тут, походу, будут мобы. Где-то очевидно. Ну-ка. Здесь сундуков... Сундуки есть, значит, блять, будут по-любому. И в обычных, конечно, есть. Что за мобы здесь будет интересно? Так. Что у нас тут за мобы-то? Мобы. Мобов нету. Окей. Безопасная зона. Окей.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preference. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator.
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Ranmei mentioned. It's just a different.
Прикольно выглядит.
I'm not one of Ranmei's recognized works. Too much negative energy. Why? Why am I?
What's that noise?
Вот походу и враги.
I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be.
опять Хорлипа. Ага, я уже читаю. Что это? Что это такое? Ну-ка. Ага. Ой. Я лучше так пойду тогда.
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the mechanical city showed me that I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation. Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which these life forms are very advanced in their own concepts and can even trigger chain. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer.
Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that the patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essence. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach.
Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Permissions granted. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. This function has been down.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach.
Эти жуки, походу, да?
And that is an emanate. I cannot comprehend what an emanator. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic, of course there would hazy Rhonda. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. I must hurry my work, as well as find a...
Permission granted. Select from the below services. Permission granted.
That sound's coming from above.
Жуки. Их проще жуками называть или как там по-умному называть. вернулись, что ли? О, кто там стоит? А, этот, по-моему. Рацию, как вот это? По-моему, да.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the... Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be... If a question is of no help, then don't... Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. That's all you need to know. Just... I can't stand discourtesy. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this.
Ну давай. Я так понял, босс будет скоро. Скорее всего, босс, что это можно было. Ну-ка. А чё, куда? А, понял.
This is huge. The space station has an area this big?
Ну тут явно босс как будто будет. Так что... Надеюсь, он не будет трудным, блять. Сейчас проверим, что у нас тут находится.
The emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Ну, блядь, у меня нету никого. У меня нету чем атаковать, блядь. Как всегда, да.
Show no mercy. Here is thunder. The fight is set.
I'll free you from your chains.
И чё ты высрал, блядь?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me tend your wound.
Возможно,
Don't mess with me.
I will dispatch you.
Time to
time to move. Here is thunder.
That paradise may be savor it for me.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Follow my charm. Conflict is pitiless.
A blade knows no mercy. Fail to stand you.
Who's next?
Here is thunder.
Don't mess with me.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches. You'll destroy the space station.
Time for secure prescription!
Time for show no mercy.
Это кто? Да ёбаный.
Who's next?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
What a headache.
Что за пиздец, блядь? Пизда.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Don't mess with me. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Unnecessary.
Thousand thanks. Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
What a headache.
Too little.
Need a doctor? Who's next?
Conflict is pitiless.
A blade knows no mercy. Fail to stand you. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Don't mess with me.
Follow my charm. Here is thunder.
Time for secure prescription!
Thousand thanks. Show no mercy.
disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I'll end your misery.
The fight is set. Fail to stand.
Don't mess with me.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Rongmei.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important? You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how... And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but it seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this... That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot help. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which, if I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum, it won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process. Like the sweet fragrance, perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station. But you will no longer remember their identity. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. It will make our lives... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there. I miss member number 55 Yuchingtu sometimes. She used to always make something. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? I promise I will, if fate allows and you're interested. Upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore.
Окей. Так, это походу продолжение. Жить вкусняшек. Чаю. А сюжетка у нас... Так, я так понял, ивент ну, ивент можно... Ивент тут у нас... Да, ивент есть. Окей. Давайте сначала сюжетку закончим. Если мне даст, конечно, сделать. Так, главный контроль.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Сюжетку мы закончим и начнем ивент нас проходить. Когда я забуду тебя. Понятно.
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madam Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Окей. Выйти. Куда? Что? Не понял.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be...
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't... No. The attack happened on a base outside the station.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your...
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an... excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you... Don't play the fool.
I think I was.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but if only there were some hints.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Давайте, наверное, на этом закончим. Да, блять.
Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta.
Да, все. Закончил. Так, ну я, наверное, думаю, можем закончить на этом. И как раз таки в следующей серии я закончу сюжетку. Ну, я не знаю, сколько он длится, конечно, но думаю, не так много. И как раз таки потом и сам ивент закончу. Так что увидимся в следующей серии. Пока-пока.